Welcome to Shea Stadium in New York. Welcome to afternoon baseball here on the channel. As today, the New York Mets take on the Philadelphia Phillies. Today, the 1988 Mets take on the 1978 Phils in the 1978-88 hybrid PC Stratomatic replay, where we take the best team of those 2 years for each franchise, and we're going to play a 78-game regular season in both the American and National League. This is Block 7 of a 78 block season, and this is Game 3 between the Mets and Phils. The Mets have been streaking in the National League, but they've been stopped by the Phils in the series, and the Phils are without Michael Jack Schmidt, who's been out with injuries. Injuries are a factor in this game to help limit on usage. We've seen some big injuries so far in our league. In the National League, the Pirates are in first place at 5-1. They're a half game ahead of the surprising St. Louis Cardinals of 1988 at 4-1, and then the Mets are 4-2, 1 game back. While in the West, everyone is trying to get ahead. The San Francisco Giants of 1978 are 4-2. They're in first place, a game ahead of the 78 Padres, a game ahead of the 78 Reds, and then a game ahead of the 78 Braves, followed by the 88 Dodgers are a game back. So wild west through going into Block 7 here of the hybrid. We're about ready to get this game started. We're going to be using the computer animated dice to help us along. Again, this is a simple Stratomatic PC replay, nothing special. Playing as the home team unless the Yankees are involved. So I'll be playing as the New York Metropolitans. Here's your Philly lineup. Bake McBride leading off in right, followed by Larry Boa. Then Greg Luzinski in left. Richie Hebner moves from first to third with Schmidt's absent. Bob Boone behind the plate. Gary Maddox in center. Jose Cardinal will get the start at first. Ted Sizemore at second. On the mound is Dick Ruthven. For the Mets defensively, they're lineup against a right-handed pitcher. McReynolds, Dykstra, Strawberry, Johnson, Elster, Backman, Hernandez. Behind the plate is Gary Carter, and on the mound is Ron Darling. He's leading his second start of the year. He's 1-0, 7 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. And we're ready for baseball here at Shea. Are we ready? Let's get our first pitch going, and let's get this going here at the big ballpark in Flushing. About ready to get started, Bake McBride steps up. Bake McBride hitting 200 on the season, 20 at-bats, just an RBI, kind of struggling, couple stolen bases. Darling with the windup, and here's the pitch to Shake and Bake McBride. That's a line drive in the gap, so Bake McBride leads off with a double. And right now the Phils are runner on second and nobody out. Here's Larry Boa hitting .318, 22 at-bats, 2 doubles, and 4 ribbies. Boa's a switch hitter, bats from the left-hand side. Darling in trouble ready. McBride takes a healthy lead off second. Carter behind the plate puts down the target. Darling from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Boa. 2-9 ground ball to short. That's in front of McBride. He'll have to hold. Elster's got it. Throws them out, and there's 1 out. Here is Greg Luzinski hitting .238, 21 at-bats, a double, and 2 ribbies so far on the season. Carter behind the plate puts down the sign. Darling from the stretch. Runner on second and 1 out. Here's the pitch to the Bull. 1-3. That's a line drive right at Elster. Just makes the catch, and McBride will hold. And now here is Richard Hebner. Hebner, 20 at-bats, hitting .250. No homers, 3 RBIs. Again, this Philly team has been struggling, but they won the last two against the Mets in this series without Schmidt. So what could happen sometimes? This is baseball. Anything can happen. Carter sets the target for him. Ron Darling from the stretch. Run second and 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Darling. That's a 2-5 and walked him. So now there's 2 on and 2 out. And here is Bob Boone hitting 350, 20 at bats, 2 doubles, a home run, and an RBI. So see if Boone can pick up his base runners. Boone does not hit in clutch well. He loses about 3 on clutch. Carter sets the target. Darling from the stretch looks on. Here's the pitch to Boone, and that's a 2-7 pop to third. Howard Johnson's there, makes the catch, and the Phillies are done in the first. No runs, 1 hit, strand 2. We go to the bottom first. No score here at Shea. For the Phillies defensively, Lozinski, Matic, and McBride. That's Hebner, Boa, Sizemore, and Cardinal around the infield. Boone behind the plate, and Dick Ruthven is your pitcher. For the Mets offensively, this is their left-handed hitting lineup against a righty. It's Dykstra, Backman, Hernandez, Strawberry, McReynolds, Carter, Johnson, Elster, and Darling. So here's Dykstra. He's hitting .429. When he's in the lineup, he's been overachieving. 14 at-bats, a triple, 2 homers, and 3 ribbies. Boone behind the plate sets the target. Dick Ruthven looks on. Here's the pitch to Dykstra. That's a 1-7 ground ball to third. Hebner's got to make a good strong throw. Got him 1 away. Here's Wally Backman. He's hitting .400. Looks like he's 4 for 10, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Boone sets the target. Ruthven looks in, and here's the wind up and pitch to Backman. 1-6, and that is a line drive base hit in the gap for Backman. So while he's on, Ruthven is a +3. Boone's a -3. So it's going to be a -2 on Backman's first number to get the lead. Here's Hernandez. He's hitting .250, a double, 2 triples, a home run, and 6 RBIs. Boone sets the target. Ruthven working from the stretch. Backman takes the lead off first. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. 4 for ground ball to third. He's a 4. Let's see if he can turn it. That's an infield hit. He's going to have, and he's going to throw it past Cardinal. That will allow Hernandez to get the second, and that'll be an E5 on Hebner. Second and third and 1 out. And here is Mr. Strawberry, 304, 23 at bats, a double, 2 homers, 5 RBIs, 1 out. Phillies will play the infield back. Boone sets in the target. Ruthven from the stretch, second and third, 1 out. Pitch to Strawberry, 3-9, 5 ball, shallow center. Matic is a -2. That'll be a 1-15 to score back. We're going to try to score him. You're going to hold him. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Mets get the lead 1-0. RBI sac fly for Strawberry. Here is McReynolds hitting 174. 23 at bats, a double. Home run, 2 RBIs. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Boone behind the plate sets the target. Ruthven from the stretch. Here's the pitch to McReynolds. 6-2. Line drive, base hit McReynolds. Hernandez will go first to third. Has to stay there. And now the Mets with 2 on and 2 outs. And that's their third hit of the inning. And now here's the kid, Gary Carter. 20 at-bats, a double, hitting .300 with an RBI. Carter does not hit well in clutch either. Loses 3 hits in clutch. In the 3 column, Boone sets in the target. Ruthven from the stretch, first and third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to the kid, Gary Carter, 4-12, back to the mound. Ruthven's got it, throws him out, and the Mets will strand 2. 1 run on 3 hits, strand 2. At the end of 1-0 Mets. Well, folks, that is the end of the inning here at the Big Apple here at Shea Stadium. We'll take a little station identification timeout, so please get your drinks, get them ready, and we'll be back with baseball as soon as we can.
Sure, I should have figured this would happen.
Ow. Maybe you couldn't get comfortable on the bed because your pillows were deep in the hole. What? I don't know either. I'm just saying.
I like the day where you can have Twitter or YouTube. You're a very boring person.
Oh, I texted Dylan. Yes, last night. And I basically told him, I said, it may take me 2 days or 2 weeks to figure your stuff out.
What?
Whatever. I'll have to read the whole post when you're not recording it.
You're recording live. It works. Done, so I'll lay down. I'm ready. No, I was going to watch anyway. Thank you, folks, for coming back. We're about at the 12-minute mark, so about 3 or 4 minutes of silence. So if you were here for this game, please move ahead to that part, and we're back live action. So the Phillies will now send up Gary Matic. Let's get Matic up. Here's Matic, top of the second, 1-0 Mets. Ron Darling on the mound. Carter looks in, puts down the sign. Darling with the full windup. Pitch to Matic. 1-7, fly ball center. Dykstra with the catch, 1 away. Here's Jose Cardinal hitting 100, 1 for 10. Pushed into action with the injury to Schmidt. Carter puts down the sign. Darling with the full windup. Pitch to Cardinal. 5-10 and a double to center field for Cardinal. How about that? So Cardinal on at second. 1 man out. And here is Teddy Sizemore hitting 389, 18 at bats, 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. Carter sets the target. Darling from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Sizemore. 2-9 base hit for Sizemore. Back-to-back doubles. And that will tie this game at 1. Double for Sizemore. And it's 1-1. Here's Dick Ruthven. Ruthven, 77 at bats, 2 triples, 4 RBIs. So he has a bunch of triples on his card. Carter sets down a target. Darling from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Ruthven. 6-6, fly ball center. Dykstra with the catch, 2 outs. Bake McBride's the batter, hitting 238 now. He's 1 for 1 with a double. Both Phillies and Mets, both with 3 hits. Game tied at 1, second out here. Carter sets the target. Darling from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's a 6-6 fly ball right field. That gets Darling out of trouble. And we're tied at 1. Bottom of the second coming up. 1-1 is your score. So tied up at 1, 1978-88 hybrid Strat PC League. Playing Block 7, Game 3 of this series between the Mets and Phils. Here comes the Mets. Howard Johnson, the batter. Johnson, Elster, Darling. Johnston hitting 211, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. Boone sets the target. Ruthven with the windup. Here's the pitch. 1-8, and that's a strikeout for Hojo, 1 away. Here is the young Kevin Elster, 19 at bats, hitting 105. He's a good defender. He's going to struggle offensively. Boone sets in the target. Ruthven with the windup. Here's the pitch, and that's a 5-4 ground ball to short. That's Boa. He's got it. Boy, he's a solid player, and throws him out. So a big second out there, and brings up Ronnie Darling. These Met hitters can hit. 220 hitter. 82 at-bats, 4 doubles and 2 triples and 4 RBIs. Boone sets in the target. Ruthven with the windup. Pitch to Darling. 3-2 ground ball to short. Picked up by Boa. Throws him out. The Mets go 3 up, 3 down. Let's go to the third. 1-1's your score. So here's Boa, Luzinski, and Hepner for the Fighting Phils. So Darling now back on the mound. His 3rd inning of work. Boa 0 for 1. Carter sets in the target. Darling with the windup. The pitch to Boa. 2-6 popped up the first. Hernandez is there, makes the catch, and there is one out. Let's see if we can get some sound. Let's see. So let's do the dice thing. I'll get things going. And there's no crack of bats. Let's do crowd noise. Let's do crowd noise always and see what happens. So here is Greg Luzinski. Carter behind the plate. Darling with the windup. Here's the pitch to Luzinski. 4-9 line drive base hit for Luzinski. So Luzinski's on with the base hit. Let's adjust some sounds again. Let's do crowd noise after the at-bats and see if that will help. So now runner on first. Here is Richie Hepner. So Hepner comes up. He walked his first time up. Again, the Phil's got their fourth hit here. Carter sets in the target. Darling from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hepner. 2-7 double play ball. Backman, the Elster, the first baseman, 2 for the price of 1. So here's Lenny Dykstra. So a big double play ball ends the Phillies' third inning. And we're tied at 1. Phillies now out hitting the Mets 4-1. Game tied. Ruthven, let's look at Dick's numbers. I believe he's about a 7-inning pitcher, so he could probably give the Mets 7. He can give the Phils 7 strong use. That's how long they'll go for me. Boone sets in the target. Ruthven with the windup. Here's the pitch to Dykstra. And that's a 1-9, a base hit for Dykstra. So Dykstra with a line drive base hit number 4 for the Mets. Now let's see if Dykstra tries to steal second. He's going to try, and he's a 1-10, so he won't try to get the stolen base attempt. Ruthven keeps him close enough. Boone makes a throw down there to keep him close. So Backman's up. He's 1 for 1 to run scored. Boy, is he hitting outrageously over his head. But he's such a good hitter, hit and run. So we're going to try to hit and run with Wally. Here we go. Here's the hit and run for Wally, and that is going to be a line drive in the gap for a base hit. No, it was just I thought he did. He missed the pitch, and the steal attempt is safe. So Dykstra steals on a miss hit and run call. So Backman now runner on second and nobody out. Let's see if Backman will drop a bunt now. Instead, he's a very good bunter. He does. He lays down a good bunt, and he goes to third. Nice job by Backman. So Dykstra takes turn on the sacrifice. Runner on third and 1 out for Keith Hernandez. Hernandez 1 for 1. A big single and got on in an error his last time up. Boone sets the target. Ruthven from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. 4-12 fly ball center field. That's Matic. This could be a problem. And it's left 2 and makes the catch. Let's see if Dykstra scores and does. So a sacrifice fly for Hernandez, and the Mets take a 2-1 lead. So now here is Darryl Strawberry hitting .304 after a sacrifice fly to RBI his first time up. Boone sets the target. Ruthven with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a 4-11 fly ball left field. Luzinski's going to have some problem with this. 1-11's a hit, and he cannot make the play. Or did Strawberry get doubled off? Let's see. And yes, he did. He got off the bag. And Luzinski threw him back of him and threw him out. Holy cow. So Luzinski threw him out, getting off first base, and that ends the inning. But the Mets get 1 run. We played 3. It's 2-1 Mets. That's a keep adjusting our sounds. Guess we won't have any crowd noise. Makes it hard to talk. Keep the sound of the bats and the dice. It's 2-1 Mets here in the 4th. My, oh my, oh my. So 4th inning. Mets with the lead. Again, the Mets lost the first 2 of this block to the Phillies. As the Phillies making life miserable for the Mets, even though Michael Jack Schmidt has been on the DL because of it. So that's been a huge factor here. You see a lot of top stars entering on the DL in the last couple blocks. The Angels have had some problems. Boone steps up. He's 0 for 1. Carter sets the target. Darling with the windup. Here's the pitch to Boone. And that's a 2-7 pop to third. Hojo got it. Calls off Elster. 1 away. Here is Gary Maddox. He's 0 for 1. 2-1 Mets, top of the 4th. Carter sets in the target. Darling with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a 6-4 ground ball to third. That is Hojo. Let's see if he makes the reservation. No, he cannot make the play. That's a base hit. So a base hit for Matic, runner on first and 1 out. So Matic's got some speed. Darling's a -5 though, so that'll be a tough stolen base attempt. Let's see if Matic gets aggressive. Carnell doubled his first time up. Carter sets in the target. Darling working from the stretch, and they're going to try to run Matic. Can they do it? Yes, it was a hit and run attempt by Carnell. Matic will go first to third. The Phillies got something going. First and third and 1 out. Give me 1 second, people. And just looking, and there is nothing going on. I'm missing. That's okay. All right. So let's make sure I'm waiting for some messages. Make sure I didn't see anything. First and third so far. Philly's trying to do something. Here's Teddy Sizemore. He doubled the run his first time up. Carter will set the target. Mets will play the corners in. Johnson and Hernandez will play in just in case anything hit at him. Darling from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Sizemore. 2-11's a line drive right at Elster. Yeah.
They're asking for replacements and stuff. You're not giving them a...
No, I'm not. I'm live. Hang on, folks. Give me 1 moment again.
That's what they replace the W, replace the younger.
Oh, Jesus. There's a pitch to Ruthven. 5-6. Line drive is caught, and the Phillies' fourth is without a problem. They got 6 hits through 4, but they still trail 2-1. So Ron Darling pitching his way in and out of troubles here as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. So the Mets come up last of the 4th. So let's see. Folks, I'm just kind of lost here for a minute. Here's McReynolds. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Again, this Met team can't hit. That's not been their problems. Boone sets the target. Ruthven with the windup. Here's a pitch to Kevin Mack. 6-8. A base hit for McReynolds. And a soft schedule, too. They swept the 78. They swept the 78 Cubs, which is no big thing. So that was kind of an early schedule for them. But now they got the Phils here in the second block, and the Phils have made, again, the Mets' life miserable. That's base hit number 6 for the Mets. So both Ruthven and Darling giving up some hits. Boone sets the target. Remember, McReynolds got good speed. He's a good athletic baseman. Let's see if he gets the lead. Does not get it. So he's stuck at first. Ruthven working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to the kid, Gary Carter. 2-10, base hit Carter. McReynolds will go first to second. 7 hits for the Mets through 3+ innings on Ruthven. So the Mets getting some stuff done now. Here's Hojo, struck out his first time up. Let's see if Hojo can do something a little active here. Boone sets in the target. Ruthven working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hojo. And that's a 6-8, and that's a base hit for Howard Johnson. The Mets take a 3-1 lead. Carter will go first to third. RBI Howard Johnson, and the Mets lead 3-1. 8 hits for the Mets. So here is Kevin Elster. Ruthven getting hit hard in this inning. Boone sets in the target. Ruthven from the stretch. First and third, nobody out. 2-10, and that is a single to right field for the kid Evan. For Elster, Johnson will go first to third, probably without a throw. He is there. And the Mets take a 4-1 lead. Holy start for these Mets. And it brings up Darling, first and third of the Mets. And the Phils will bring the infield in as the Mets are jumping all over Ruthven here in the 4th. Boone sets in the target. Ruthven working from the stretch. First and third, nobody out. Pitch to Darling. 3-8 and struck him out. Here's Dykstra, 1 for 2 with a run scored. They'll bring the corners in. They'll go for a double play up the middle. Boone sets in the target, puts down the side. Ruthven from the stretch. Mets really got Ruthven on the hook here. Here's the pitch, and that's a 5-7 line drive. It's caught by Sizemore for the second out. Here's Backman, single in the sacrifice bunt. Boom, sets in the target, puts down the sign, puts down the numbers he wants. Ruthven working from the stretch. First and third, 2 outs. Pitch to Dykstra. 6-10 is a deep drive. That'll be a single because Backman is not an end home run. So that drives in a run, single 2 stars, a 3-run 4th, and the Mets lead 5-1. 10 hit through 3 2/3. And here's Keith Hernandez. So Boone puts down the target, sets the fingers. Ruthven really getting hit hard here in the fourth. Pitch to Hernandez. 4-7 ground ball to second. That's Sizemore. He's a 3. He gets it and throws it out. And finally, the Mets are retired. They get 3 in the fourth. We played 4. It's 5-1 Metropolitans. And we're in the fifth. The Mets really looking strong here in this third game in the series. And the Mets really wanted to make a statement, as the Phillies have really dominated this game, this series so far. Now let's see if the Phillies can get back in this. It's going to be Shake and Bake, McBride, Boa, and Luzinski. Carter sets it in. Darling with the windup. Here's the pitch to McBride. 3-9. That's a line drive in the gap for McBride. He'll cut it off. He'll stay at a single. You're down 4. You're not going to get crazy. So McBride on at first. Darling getting hit hard here in the fifth inning. He gets through this inning. He'll be the pitcher of decision. Carter sets the target, though. Puts down the sign. Darling looks in. Boa, 0 for 2 today. And Boa's maybe lay down a sacrifice. And he does. He puts down a sacrifice. Even though you're down 4 runs, that's a wasted out. Here's Luzinski. He's 1 for 2. Luzinski still looking for his first home run of the year. Hitting .261, 1 for 2 for the game. Carter sets down the target. Darling looks in, gets the sign. McBride to take a serious lead off second. Here's the pitch to the bull. 5-8 at struck Luzinski out looking. 2 outs in the fifth. And now here's Hepner, 0 for 1 with a walk. Big time for Darling to get out this inning. Carter puts down the sign, flashes it down. Darling looks in, looking for that cutter probably. Here's the pitch from Darling. 3-6, a base hit for Hepner, knocks in a run, makes it a 5-2 ball game. 8th hit of the ball game for the Phils, and the Phils got a runner on first and 2 outs. And the Phillies answer the net 3-run 4th inning and try to get back in this. Here's Boone, he's 0 for 2. So Hepner now takes the lead off first. Darling, you can see, struggling. 8 hits through 4 2/3. Carter sets down, puts down the target. Darling from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-5 fly ball left field. McReynolds is there, makes the catch. Ends the inning. Phillies get 1. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 5-2 Mets. Here's Strawberry. Sacrifice fly and a single. 1 for 1. Boone sets the target. Ruthven looks in. Here's the pitch to Strawberry. 5-3 ground ball to first. That's Cardinal. 4-16. He can't make the play. Bottles it. Oh, it's a single and an error. Strawberry will take second. Second error of the ball game on the Phils. Cardinal is not used to be playing first base, but they're without position players right now with Schmidt being out. So Cardinal forced to play first with Hepner going over to third. And now here's Kevin McReynolds, 2 hits in the ball game. Boone sets in the target. Ruthven from the stretch. Runner on second, no out. Pitch to McReynolds. 2-7 base hit McReynolds. He's got 3 hits in the ball game. 12 hits for the Mets through 4+ innings. Here is Carter, and let's look at what the Phillies have in their bullpen, because this computer will not pull them unless you give up 6 runs through 2 probably. So now do we pull them anyway? Let's see who the Phillies have here. Matic, Cardinal. They get the Ruthven spot possibly into this inning, so Ruthven will probably stay in this. Boone sets in the target. Ruthven from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Carter. 6-8 base hit Carter. Now make it a 6-2 ball game. Run scores, and they're close to getting Ruthven out there one way or the other. First and third, nobody out. Howard Johnson, the batter. So the Mets really taking advantage of poor Philly pitching right now, and they're really jumping on Ruthven here in this inning. Taking this quick time out here. Here is Hojo. Boone puts down the target. Ruthven from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Howard. 6-7, pop the third. That's the first out, and it's a big one. Hepner got it 1 away. Here's Elster. 1 for 2 RBI single was last time up. First and third, 1 out. Boone puts down the target, sets in. Ruthven looking from the stretch. First and third, 1 out. Pitch to Elster. 3-7, struck him out. 2 outs, and here's Darling. Now the Mets, do they try to get the big run here, or they back Darling here? So Boone puts down a target. Darling's going to stay in there. Ruthven from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Ron Darling. 5-1 ground ball first. That's a tough play for Cardinal. He's not going to make the play again. He cannot get to it. Infield hit for Darling. The Mets lead 7-2. So Darling with an infield hit. So really the Phillies are getting killed right now by the infield defense as Jose Cardinal unable to make the play. And here's Dykstra. Boone puts down the target. Ruthven from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Dykstra. 4-2, 5-ball right field. That is McBride. 2-1. Makes the catch, ends the inning. But the Mets get 2 more runs. We played 5, and it's 7-2 Mets. Holy cow, what a jump so far for the Mets here in this inning. Top of the 6th coming up. Here is Matic. He'll be followed by Cardinal and Sizemore, and then probably a pinch hitter for Ruthven here in the 6th. Carter puts down the target. Darling trying to get a good inning here. Here's the pitch to Matic. 2-3, walked him, and you don't want to do that either. Lead off walk to Matic. And here's Cardinal. He's had a good offensive game besides the defensive blunders he's made. He's had a single and a double. Carter puts down the target. Darling from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Cardinal. 6-6, 5-ball center field. Dykstra with the catch one away. And here is Teddy Sizemore. 1 for 2 with a double. Carter sets down the target. Darling now runner on first and 1 out. Here's the pitch to Sizemore. And that's a 3-5, 5-ball left field. McReynolds is there. Makes the catch, 2 outs. Let's see.
It ended up being $60.
And the Phillies will bring in Pete McCannon. Oh, my goodness, he has a super for 8 at-bats season. And he's going to get a chance to swing. So let's see, using one of these super usage guys. Carter sets the target. Darling from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Pete McCannon. And he gets a base hit. That's why he's in the lineup. So big hit by a minor usage guy. First and second, 2 outs. And here's Shake and Bake McBride. The Phillies are trying to add 3 more to this. Carter sets in. Puts the target down. Darling from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-9 base hit for McBride. It's a 7-3 ball game. So a run scores. McCannon will go to third. McBride out at first. And all of a sudden the Phillies getting back in this game. 5 2/3 work of Darling going to waste. Let's look at the Mets. It's like they just batted him. So here's Boa. Carter puts down the target. Darling from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Boa. 3-4 ground ball back to the mound. Darling's got it, throws him out, and ends the inning. Phillies get a run. They still trail 7-3. Mets out hitting the Phillies 14-10. So now it's Backman, Hernandez, and Strawberry against Raleigh Eastwick, who should not be in there against left-handed pitching, it seems. Eastwick on the year, 2 innings of work, 1 hit, nothing over. He's a 9R. So, yeah, he definitely should not be in there against left. Boy, that's a mistake. Boone sets down the target. And now Eastwick looks on. Here's the pitch to Backman. 6-10, 5-ball center field. He could get lucky here. Matic should make the catch. And he drops the ball. He drops the ball. Matic cannot believe it. 3rd error of the ball game for the Phillies. And the Mets got a runner on second and nobody out. Here's Hernandez. 1 for 2, a single and an RBI. Boone sets in the target. Eastwick from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-11, line drive right field. McBride makes the catch. Let's see if they try to get him. Here it comes. And he's in there. So Backman takes turn on the long sacrifice fly. Runner on third, 1 out. Here's Strawberry. 2 for 2. Has a sacrifice fly and RBI. Has a single and reached on a single and errors last time up. Boone sets the target. Phillies going to play the infield in here. Eastwick from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Strawberry. 2-8, line drive, gone. And Darryl Strawberry on a 1-2 home run, rolled the 1, and the Mets lead it 9-3. What a performance here by the Mets. Strawberry, a 2-run homer. Here's Kevin McReynolds, who's 3 for 3 in the ball game. Boone sets the target. Eastwick for the windup. Eastwick just got porched. 2-8 And McReynolds almost missed one. Luzinski out the track makes the catch. So here's Carter. Boone sets in, puts down the target. Eastwood from the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a 4-4 ground ball to short. That should be Boa easy play. And he does. Mets score 2 in the 6th. They lead 9-3. So top of the 7th, the Met offense absolutely going nuts here, as they are really putting it. Now they're kind of doing what they should have been doing the rest of this series. This will be a big win for the Mets to get back on the scoreboard here. Luzinski will be followed by Hepner and Boone. Darling in his 7th inning of work. Bullpen Zoppo, probably the last inning. He has really worked hard today. Carter sets the target. Darling with the windup. Here's a pitch to Luzinski. 4-7 ground ball second. Tough play for Backman. He's a 3. He'll get to it and throws them out for out number 1. Here's Hepner, 1 for 2 with an RBI. He's been on twice with a walk. Carter puts down the target. Darling with the windup pitch to Hepner. 5-4 catch X. Bobby Carter 2-E1. Foul out, makes the catch, 2 outs. And now here's Boone, 0 for 3. 2 pop-ups and a flyout. Carter sets in the target. Darling with the windup pitch to Boone. And that's a 4-9 line drive caught by Elster. 7th inning stretch here at Shea. 9-3 Mets. Johnson, Elster, and probably a pinch hitter for Darling here in the 7th. New pitcher, Warren Brewstar. Brewstar, 4 innings of work, 3 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. ERA of 6.75. This is a much better Brewster we should be seeing. He's kind of got pinged a couple times he's played. Boone sets in the target. Brewstar in. Here's the pitch to Hojo. And that's a 6-4, and that's how he's getting hurt. A triple for Howard Johnson. So a leadoff triple for Hojo, and it brings up Elster. So they're on third. Corners in for the Phils. Mets already up 6, looking to add more. Boone sets in the target. Brewster from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Elster. 4-4 ground ball to third. Okay. So that's a base hit for Elster. It is now 10-3 Mets. And they're really putting it to the Phils here. And folks, I mentioned I thought I had something coming about 12 and it's around 30. So a lot earlier than I thought. So it's 10-3 favor of the Mets. So this one may have to be an offline finish for me. So we'll try to get this done as soon as we can. Actually, what I'll probably do is we'll probably finish the game on auto. So here, sorry about that. If you're out there watching, I appreciate it. So let's do an after game. And the final score is 10-5. The Phillies scored 2 in the 9th inning, but it was not enough. The Mets scored 20. Mets had 20 hits to the 12. So let's see. Ron Darling went 7. Okay. So Darling goes 7 innings, gives up 10 hits. Walter came in and pitched an inning and 2/3, and Terry Leach came in and finished it. But the final score, Mets 10 and the Phillies 5. Dick Ruthven took a very bad loss, 14 hits, 7 runs, and 6 earned. Well, folks, thank you so much. Again, sorry about the quick end, but again, I got something I have to do in real life. But so to finish it off, have a good day, everybody. We'll see you again. Thank you for coming in. I do have somebody watching there overneath. Thank you so much. Please hit like, subscribe. Appreciate you coming in. Sorry about the quick end of the game. We'll talk to you later, and have the rest of your day.